Back here with another video. We're gonna play some MLB The Show 18, and today we are going to play now. And I'm going. Even though I'm not going my favorite team.
Matinee baseball from MLB Network. We're live at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Ought to be a good one here between the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Adam Warren gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
The 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming on for it is Hicks. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's one away now. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. He hit over .320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
Into the box, Corey Seager. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The 0-2 once more. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
It's kind
Looked
of
to me like he
easy
had
for
the
me
right idea with the
I'm
swing
really
on
a
that
good
pitch.
pitcher.
He just didn't get the bat
And
into
it's
the
just
zone in
that
time.
I'm
The
a
pitch
girl.
was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Yeah, what he said. Justin Turner.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball one.
Okay.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Fouled away. The 1-2. still 1-2. The 1-2 misses off the plate.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
The 2-2 one more time. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Sanchez has it, and he goes to second with it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Oh, man, he just muffed that throw. No other way to explain it. Looked like it caught him in the heel of the glove instead of the pocket, so he's going to get hit with a fielding error as a result.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. No balls and 1 strike. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Hicks going back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1 left for LA. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score.
Oh, I made an error. A stupid play I made. I was panicking.
Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Clayton Kershaw, he just breathes different air than everybody else. The best pitcher in the game of baseball. Good fastball, good changeup, good cutter, and a terrific curveball. When you think about the Cy Young Award, he's always in the mix. He's good, he's strong, he's left-handed, and he's quite simply one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Puig. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Popped him up. Bellinger has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Kershaw looks in. 0-2 pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead. Well, we'd be doing you a disservice if we didn't employ show track to show you that home run again. No doubt one of the most impressive long balls we've seen. That ball was screaming off the bat, and the projected distance comes in at over 480 feet. Wow, that's tough to top. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Swung on, and this One's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down. Wow.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Step off. Runner's on his way to third. And they're going to put the tag on him at third. Very careless that time to get caught way out there with two gone, and the inning is now over. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. In now is Yasiel Puig. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Bases are empty, one man out. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Here's Jock Peterson now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now the pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They still try. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. Set to lead off the home half of the second. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high into the second deck. And
that's how to do. Those Rangers solo runs, 460 feet.
Solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
just kept going and going. You won't see many long balls hit farther than that this season, and as Show Track tells us, it carried a projected 460 feet. That's big boy territory.
Let's pretend with that red mark ends, you're that person with that big glove and catch it.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Shortstop, Didi.
As Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike
my
one.
God, this one
Lifetime
won.
numbers against Kershaw. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. No outs, nobody on. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man.
It's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play good.
Now a ball
That's
hit
over.
high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Down the third baseline, and that's through for a hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Brandon Drury will bat next, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Here's a drive out toward left center field. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit. And a relay to the plate. Tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. And he is out on the tag. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. Standing in, Yasmani Grandal. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
I'm not going easy on these guys.
Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him.
2 outs. 2 more outs and these guys are really bad.
Next for the Dodgers, Logan Forsythe. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
2 and 2 the count. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Bird gloves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Chris Taylor. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. In now, Corey Seager. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hit on the ground toward the left. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitches. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A 2-0 finish today. The Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Yeah, guys, this is me playing.
The first call of baseball is heard from playgrounds and backyards. Come play, it says. Learn how to catch, how to throw, how to hit. Next thing we know, we're squeezing the last bit of daylight out of the day for just one more swing or pitch or fly ball. This call rings on through sandlot games, youth leagues, and into high school. And during this time, a dream is born of one day making it to the big leagues. Every year, a new crop of hopefuls eagerly awaits to hear if their name will be called on draft day. For a select group of blue chippers, expectations will be high. For the rest, there can be no expectations, only hopes. These are the dark horses, garnering little fanfare they'll need to find a way to demonstrate that they belong amongst the best of the best. History shows that a handful can defy the odds and succeed at the game's highest level. What does it take for one of the many to rise out of the pack and make it to the show? It takes finding an identity as a player. It takes learning from one's successes and failures on the field. It takes the desire to raise the bar of our potential. It takes a lot of things. That's why only the most dedicated and driven will get there. And even fewer will see their star rise to the full realization of that whispering call to play from so long ago.
Road to the show. I'm gonna put my name. My lucky number.
Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can.
You guys, so I'm just gonna be doing the road to show. Guys, after this play, I'm going to sleep. Guys, yes, I'm going to. Guys, GG, and hope you have a good Sunday, and goodbye.